NicoB! Here with another geeky unboxing video that I think it's maybe the first one I've done in this house actually. It's been a while. It's been a while since the last one. I haven't been ordering as much like figures and stuff as I used to because my general space up there is kind of filling up, so I haven't felt as much of a need to fill up on all of my geeky memorabilia. However, we got something special today. I was reached out to by the publisher of the Slay the Princess Pristine Cut, Serenity Forge, and they just recently released a collector's edition for such game. Now, you guys might remember I did do a stream of this, I think about a year or two ago. It was an experience. I definitely pissed some people off because I was a very bloodthirsty, murderous piece of crap for a very large chunk of the game, alright? But I learned, okay? I learned a valuable life lesson. There was a reason, alright? We went through a character arc. There was a purpose to it. Don't look at me like that! But Serenity Forge was kind enough to send me over their recently released collector's edition for me to check out here. And as someone who really did love that game, I thought it'd be fun to show it off on here. So I will say, I didn't check out every ending in that game. Actually, that was one of those experiences where I actually wanted to just sort of like have the ones that I came across and have that just be like my own, you know? Like I actually didn't even go and look up like all of the because there's so many different routes, there's so many different possible scenarios and endings and things you can get. And I actually stuck mainly just whatever I got is what I know about and nothing else. And I kind of liked that because it felt like, I don't know, it feels like my own journey in a lot of ways, you know? That's not happening for other things like, you know, 100-line Last Defense, like that one I'm going through literally everything. But Slay the Princess was a special one that I personally liked my little character arc, okay? We all learned something by the end. But yeah, this is really cool. So the Serenity Forge guys are actually publishers for a number of other indie games like Lisa the Painful RPG, which we actually also did do a Let's Play of years ago. And some of those also have like their own collector's editions and things like that as well, which is pretty cool. So yeah, they're responsible for getting a full collector's edition for what is called the Pristine Cut, which actually was the version that I played. Essentially, it is an updated version that adds new routes. I think it updates some of the even older routes, and in fact, I think one of the routes I got, which I think was where she actually turns into an actual like princess, and you go into the castle and everything, was one of the new routes that was not in the original game. I just happened upon it. So, but there's some pretty cool stuff in this that I'd like to have a look. So, without further ado, I think this thing was plastic wrap, which I already took off, and I don't think it's tape, so I think I can just pull it off. I think I need scissors. I think. Yes! Aha! Well, there's the game. Found that. So first off, we got this, which I believe is it says it's a metal bookmark that is showing the princess's hand and our character's hand, both grasping onto this dagger with the chains coming out. It's pretty cool, actually. I didn't even know they made bookmarks this elaborate. But I've never been much of a reader. I'm more of a gamer, I'm sorry. Then we got this cool keychain, a black and white optical illusion keychain. Got the princess and then our dude in the back. Yeah, that's how we look in the game. Bit of a spoiler, but yeah, you can figure that out pretty early, alright? You got weird bird hands, okay? Very nice. And we got the game itself. This, I think, is available on this version. This collector's edition is on the Switch and the PS5. So I opted for the PS5 version. Yeah, this game's amazing. Legit. It's probably one of the top indie games I played. I was really impressed. And then we got this lenticular mirror. That's cool. That's very cool. I won't even spoil what this means, alright? Just leave it for the people who know. This is nasty. Ew. Okay, they also have this adorable little enamel pin. Psych. It's their severed arm with little red jewels in between it. That's beautifully disturbing. Ugh. Cool, but also gross. And we've got this adorable and also disturbing little acrylic stand of the princess stabbing something. And it's got a little spring on it so that she can just continuously stab as much as she wants. And then last but not least, the coup de grace, the real showstopper of this collection, which actually comes in its own separate box. A 7-inch princess statue. But not just any princess statue, no, not just like a, a regular, like, normal standing person, no. But this horrid abomination, oh my god, horrid, beautiful abomination that is definitely not spoiling any certain part of the game. Wow. No, it's actually really cool, look at this. It is very detailed. All the little princesses down here climbing up the side. It's actually really shaded very well. Very high quality. The many faces of the princess here. Bursting out of her literal head. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is definitely a hell of a fucking statue to include. It's like, no, we could have just included the bird guy or the princess herself. It's like, no, we're gonna do instead what is considered the like penultimate moment of the game. Wow, very cool. So out of these ones, which ones do I recognize here? I think I did this one. Did I do this one? I don't remember if I did this one. I definitely did something very similar with like crazy teeth. I think this is the normal one. Oh, I definitely did this one. This is the one I think people got most pissed at me about because I wasn't there for very long because, I was on a murder rampage. And I did do this one. I remember this is the creepy one. Wow. Very cool. Very, very cool. But yes, there you guys have it. That is the Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut Collector's Edition. Pretty damn cool. I think it's really cool that relatively indie games are getting like their own collector's editions like this. I feel like that's something that was like almost unheard of back in the day, but now to actually see it happen for like games that are still like relatively niche, but clearly sold well enough to be able to actually get themselves like cool things like this and even expansions and everything. It's pretty amazing. I really like the spring on this one. This is so funny. Die! Yes! Good! And this seems like a very good thing to have by my bedside so that I can wake up terrified every morning. But yeah, I believe that these are still on sale. They have not fully sold out, so if it is something that you're interested in, I actually would recommend it. This is a pretty cool collector's edition. But yeah, huge thank you to Serenity Forge for sending this over to me to check out and unbox. And just this is not a sponsored video. They sent this my way, so then asked if I'd be willing to make a video about it, unboxing it. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So if you're a huge fan of Slay the Princess, or at least enjoyed it nearly as much as I did, and you want some really cool little memorabilia, I'd recommend it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's nice to do these again. It's been so long since I've done these geeky unboxings, and while I may not be filling up my office nearly as much as I used to, I will still do my best to show off the things that I do get, and maybe if I end up getting other things like at conventions and otherwise, maybe I'll at least show those off too. Even if they don't maybe lead to like cool epic unboxing and more just like, hey, check out this neat stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like and a favorite. It really does help me out. And why not subscribe if you're not ready to become a Picky Penguin or the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, till next time, guys, stay classy.